Hello friends, welcome to Modern Programming. I am Pankaj and this is part 16 of ASP.NET Core tutorial. So what is the agenda of this video? So we'll see how we can create user login page in ASP.NET Core. Here I am not going to use identity. I am going to use simple user table where I am going to fetch the username and password, and I will try to validate that username and password and will redirect to the product page. Okay, so in my previous video I have registered the user. Now, so this is the continuation of previous part 15. So if you want to create this product or project from scratch, you can get it in my previous videos. Okay, so in this video what I will do, I will create the login action and view in this application, and then perform user login operation using users available in the user table. So let's flip to the Visual Studio and we'll see how we can do that. Okay, so in my previous videos I have created the registration page. Okay, and I have performed the user registration. Now what I will do, I will create the login view. So I will make the replica of this register view and just give the meaningful name login, and in this login what I am going to use, I will create simple login view model which will have only required properties. So I will add one view model in our model folder. So just right click on this, click on add, and then we'll add one simple class which will have only two properties. Email ID and password. We need to add component model.data annotation, so I'll just add it. Okay, so now I have got my view model ready. Now what I need to do, I need to just see I have got the login action ready. Now I just need to check whether model state is valid or not, means whatever the value is expected, whether we are passing to the login view or not. Okay, means passing to the login post method or not. So for that we need to use this model state dot is valid. Now what I am going to do, I am just going to fetch the records where it should match to means email ID should be equal to the email ID which we are sending from model, and also password should be same as model.password is whatever we are passing. Okay, and we are going to take only one first record. So we have got the user object ready. If this user is not null, we just need to check the if condition here. If user is not null, it means we have logged in successfully, and if you are logged in successfully, you need to redirect to the product page. So action name is index and controller name is product. We can check it See, we have got product controller here, and in our index page we are going to redirect. Now what is next? Suppose this model state is not valid. Okay, then we need to just pass the, means we need to just return the view. Otherwise what we'll do, we'll just set the model state and we'll set the error, and we'll set that invalid login credentials. So my get and post login actions are ready. Now what is next? I will add one view. And it will use login view model. Just click on add. So using scaffolding, it is generating the code for login view. See, we have got our login page ready. For login we are not going to use the same layout. So what I will do, I'll just create one more layout, and in this layout only will not have any menu. So we'll remove this section itself. So this is inventory system. And what I am going to do, for in login page, I'll do some beautification here, and I'll create one more page, or we can say we'll create one layout, one action link which will redirect to register page. And we'll remove this register from here. And we'll give this button primary class. Okay, so this is register button and this is login button. Now in our register and login page we will set some other layout. So if you want to change the layout of your page, you can set it explicitly from here. So you will just let me add the reference. We'll just take only this part and we'll set it So this is how we can access our layout, is different layout. So now I have set it in register. Now I need to set the same in login page also. See, now let's run the application and we'll see what is the output. Whenever you try to log in, means you start your application, it should go to the login page. So what I need to do, I just need to change the default route in our page, in our startup class. So what I will do, I will set it to account controller and login page. So let's run the application now. So it will run the application now and we'll see the output. So it should go to the login page directly. So we have got, we will get the see, we have got the login page now. What is next? So what I have registered this modern programming in my previous video, so we can log in using that, and I have used the password 12345. So there is some problem. Let's try to log in first. See, we have got the model field is required, means we have got the model validation. Now if you want to check the username and password, so we can check it from here. Just pass the username and password is this. Why we are not able to log in? So let's put the debugger in our login post method. So we can debug the problem. What is the problem? Why we are not able to redirect to that action? So let's check the action name and controller name. What is the controller name? Product. And what is the action name? So it is index. Now let's run the application. Meanwhile we'll get the username from here. See, we are here in product page now. But now if you want to log out from here, so we don't have any functionality to log out. So let me do that also. So for time being, what I am going to do, I will just and we need to set this layout. Means we have to have one button inside the layout for logout functionality. So let's have one more div, and we'll have simple link. Which will called as logout. And let's run the application now. This password should not be negged, so I will change this as well. See, we have got the logout button. If I'll click on this, we have got the login page. If you'll click on register, see, we have got the register page here. Okay. Now if I'll click on this inventory system, I am directly getting inside the main products page. Okay, in home page. See, so if I have logged out, then also I am able to get inside the main product or main project. So this means that this is not secured. So if you are creating some POC or doing some college projects, then it's fine to create the login page like this. But if you are creating the live product in your company, or you are working for some firm and you are getting the product like this, it will be worst product from security angle. So if you want to achieve more security, so what we need to do, we can use, there are multiple authentication providers are available, so you can use multiple authentication. So in my upcoming videos I will tell you how we can solve these problems. So problem you might have got it. See, what if I am trying to, actually without login we should not able to log in, means we should not go to inside the main product, but without login I am able to get inside this. So what is the meaning of this having login page? This is just for namesake. Okay, so if you want to have the page like, means if you want to have full secure login page in your application, we can use identity authentication for that. So we have got identity in our core framework, .NET core framework, which we can use. So I think I have covered everything related to login and how we can get logged in. And but what is the problem with this login? This is not that much secure. So how we can overcome this problem? So I will use identity authentication of .NET Core identity. So in my upcoming videos I will try to cover everything, and I will try to make our application more secure. Okay, so this is not secure, this is just for namesake. So if you are getting the login page like this, it does not have any meaning at all. Okay, so I think I have covered everything related to this. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel for upcoming videos.